The Illaoi changes not only came out of nowhere, but seemingly had no fucking understanding of the game at all. They basically just said, hey, here's this incredibly unfun champion who everyone hates fighting. What if we make her even more annoying and impossible to counter? Everyone was like, well, that sucks. The only role I cannot play is AD. I don't think I can jungle anymore either because everyone just ghosts me. Ghosting has become such an epidemic that I cannot jungle anymore. There's one game in particular I just swore off jungling. I just said no, never again. So the counter to Illaoi used to be that her E would have reduced duration for every auto attack you did to her. So if she E'd like in a bad position, like let's say I'm playing Renekton, right? And you can't really dodge Illaoi's E in melee range, right? But you can do some things to reduce the duration. So let's say I'm playing Renekton and I E in and I start auto, right? And I go auto and I auto and she E's me. So I do, okay, so I do auto, reset in the W. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 procs. Q, second E, auto, and the E will only last for like 1 second. Riven was hard nerfed. Jesus Christ, she was hard nerfed? She's barely playable anymore? Hard nerfed. I mean, oh, well, that's a very high win rate and pick rate. Remember, the Aatrox nerf did nothing at all. Yep, this nerf did absolutely nothing to Aatrox, but this Riven, massive, destructive, just not even playable anymore. But I'm sure once you go to Diamond Plus, okay? I'm sure once you go to Diamond Plus, you'll see that people can abuse that, okay, she goes even higher. But that's okay, because that Aatrox nerf, which really didn't do anything, has not affected his win rate at all. But Riven, this massively nerfed, destroyed, useless champion. Okay, but I'm sure once we go to Masters Plus, we see that, oh, she's barely even fucking playable, Twitch chat. She's not even playable. The champion is basically an auto loss in her current state. Is Renekton broken? I'd say he's a little bit on the strong side right now. In my opinion, let me bring up a notepad. So here are the champions who, in my opinion, these champions 100% need a nerf like hot fixed in. It's Gangplank, Nico. These are champions I believe are 100% broken tier, not just like annoying, not just frustrating, not just a little over the top, but like 100 fucking percent need to be nerfed right now in a hot fix. Oh, Vladimir, there we go. Then we got champions who are over the top, maybe a little bit annoying, probably shouldn't be playable. I might put with Teemo like at the end, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Teemo's like down here. Teemo's like should be nerfed, but not like a huge priority right now. Oh, yeah, probably Fiora here too. I totally forgot about Fiora. Wait, didn't I put Riven down? Oh, Aurelia. I forgot about Aurelia too. I knew there were a lot of champions I should admit. So these are the 5 champions, in my opinion. Riot should 100% hotfix now. Release a patch right now nerfing these champions. These are champions that could probably wait for a patch, but they should definitely look into getting nerfs on them. These are champions who I think are very overpowered and frustrating, but can be dealt with, but are definitely overpowered. Yeah, let's put Akali there too still. I feel like me and Twitch chat are never going to agree on Akali, because you guys never fight the Akalis that are good enough to use her, but I fight the Akalis all the fucking time that do the dumb shit where they ult in, auto Q, auto E, and you're dead, and then they ult to another target, Q, auto, and they're dead too. Okay. Nice counterplay. Okay, so then here I would put champions that are probably over the top, but definitely not a priority. Definitely probably don't even need to be nerfed, in fact. I'll even put Aatrox there. Like, these are champions who are like, they're probably never going to get nerfed, nor should they get nerfed, but they're definitely maybe a little bit over top right now. Like, they're good enough to be picked, but they shouldn't be nerfed. Oh yeah, Jace should probably be over here too. When I say they're good enough to be picked, I mean, they're strong enough that they can kind of compete with these picks, which means they're really strong, but they're not like nerf bait. I wouldn't say Camille is that top tier. I think Camille is like the anti-Fiora. Fiora is very good in lane and bad at winning games. Camille is bad in lane against many champions, mind you, but very good at winning games. If Camille gets any advantage, if she gets any jungler support, you're just fucked. Okay, so here's the thing. You guys might think that this means that these champions are balanced, but if you don't play, yeah, I'll put Jax here too. If you don't play a top tier champion and you fight these champions, you'll probably think, oh wow, these are broken as fuck. But if you play the top tier champions, you'll probably think, oh, these aren't really an issue. Yeah, I'd actually put Tryndamere here. I don't think he needs to be hotfix nerfed, but they should definitely look into nerfing him next patch. Mord, if we're looking from a purely high-elo perspective, I don't think you would nerf Mord. I think Nasus is quite frustrating and very unfun, but I don't think you should nerf him. Definitely do a side grade on Nasus. So like maybe he's better in team fighting, but doesn't get to just get level 6 and then auto give you. I don't think Darius is very good. I think Darius got a lot of attention because he was stomping Illaoi, and then people started to play him a lot. And then I don't feel like he's as good as people think he is. I mean, at best, I would put Darius over here. Why does he say all top laners, but Jax, Aatrox, Kled, Darius needs nerf? The fact that you think Kled needs nerfs makes me believe I should permaban you from my chat. Kled? I mean, I'll put Rengar here. I mean, I feel like Rengar's gaining a lot of popularity, but I don't feel like he's quite there yet. Though he is gaining a lot of popularity. Okay, here's the reason why I list tier 4 here. These are champions that when you adjust masteries and you adjust runes through like just shaking things up a little bit, these champions can kind of like rise a little bit and be overpowered. So like Jax was absolutely, in my opinion, not overpowered, not even an issue. Don't even look at him. But when they did Conqueror, he rose a lot. And then they did SphereStalker. Well, Essence Reaver first, and then he rose a lot. He got nerfed with Conqueror. He got nerfed directly. He got nerfed with Conqueror again. He got nerfed when they changed it to SphereStalker instead of Essence Reaver. And he's come down a lot. Aatrox, I think, is one of the best comeback champs. He can change games' fates. No. What? I have never seen an Aatrox play from behind, get 2 items or 3 items, and then suddenly you're like, oh, fuck, we're winning. I have never played Aatrox, been playing from behind, gotten 2 items, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm hard carrying. I've never had that happen. I have played Jax, reached 2 items, and then started carrying from behind. I've done that a lot. I've played Darius and come back from 2 items. Let me just be sure to tell you guys, they have buffed Aatrox's late game a lot. They've buffed it with the passive change, they've buffed it with the ult change, they've buffed it with the Q change, they've buffed it with the E change. With all of that in mind, Twitch chat, with all of that in mind, it went from Aatrox is a fucking dead, useless pick to Aatrox is somewhat competent, kind of. That's about all I can say for him. He's sometimes a competent pick in the late game against the right team comp that doesn't have the right champions. That's what you guys sound like, by the way. KDA! Like, I'll win the game, but my KDA won't be the best, and you'll be like, that doesn't count. You don't get LP for that. I think sudden impact should be buffed to 8, maybe even 9 lethality. Not more magic pen, though. It kind of sucks because sudden impact is so fucking good for mages, especially early game, whereas it only starts getting good late game for bruisers or assassins or anything. I mean, especially when you put it next to Taste of Blood. Taste of Blood basically reads win target laning phase, and sudden impact basically reads, hey, you'll do kind of better late game, I guess. I love that trick. What you do is they think you're gonna get turret aggro, so they don't try to dodge it, because they're like, oh, I'll win this trade at the turret shot. Right as you land the Q, E away. In fact, try to E away slightly as it's landing, slightly right before it's landing. That way the turret doesn't even get aggro on you. Didn't they nerf her mana costs? She seems to be spamming a lot at 0 mana. I pinged that I didn't have my shit. I don't know if I had to flash there. I was getting a little bit worried though. I think I would have had to, I think if I didn't flash in, I would have had to flash out. I don't know what I could have done to gotten out of there. Oh yeah, just run from the Evelyn Kale Twitch chat. Not like they have any way to stop that from happening. Huh, kinda actually can't believe that hit. I think they need to revert the last buff they did to bone plating, by the way. I think a lot of issues in the game, a lot of them come down to bone plating's overpowered. Or at the very least, it should be nerfed on ranged champions, and then Gangplank should be counted as range. I don't know, when I see shit like this, I think to myself like, well, this just ain't fair.
Come on, touch me.
Okay. Evelyn is straight overpowered too. Every fucking champion in this game is overpowered. No, man, there's like 40. It's just the 40 are so much better than everyone else. I guess which side should be on wrong. Please, just play top, please, team. This is actually just getting stupid. This is just so stupid at this point. People don't notice how low health I am in Death Dance, and a lot of people actually won't go for it when Evelyn could have killed me with basically a love tap at this point. Honestly, I think a big problem with Aatrox, at least in solo queue, is that everyone pretends he's a solo initiate tank when he actually kind of needs other people to initiate and tank for him. He's always best second man in, you know? I think Evelyn threw the game, yeah. Did Nunu just solo Kale? How come some Nunus are like unstoppable killing death machines, and then some Nunus are like, you look at them and you're like, doesn't do any damage, doesn't tank. Oh shit, we actually got it. Okay, I mean, I'll just stand over here, buddy. Honestly, I feel like when I get into the zone on Aatrox, I'm actually just unstoppable.